This video is on the Landsknecht Emporium Bauernwehr. This is the farmer's knife or peasant knife. This thing is a beast. There's some specs, up close looks, and cut testing with this knife. Okay, starting out with first impressions with the Bauernwehr. Bauernwehr translates to farmer's knife or peasant knife. So this is intended primarily to be a utility knife. Obviously it can be a fighting knife too, but that's really what it's designed as. And you know, it also has the nail, which is associated with messers. This piece right here, it's sometimes called the connect, and that's to protect the hand, whether you are in a forward facing grip, which you primarily would be, but if you are also in a reverse grip, it also catches the pinky really nicely as well. This thing is beefy. It's a 6150 high carbon steel blade. You see that it sweeps out a little bit, similar to the Dusak Saber that I'm going to show you in just a minute. This top edge is sharp, so from this section right here to this section right here, that's all sharpened. So you can still work that with top edge stuff as well, like different types of like draw cuts, like little draw cuts and thrust. So it makes it really versatile and really unique. I like what LE does for their for the blades that they make, because stuff is really unique and not a lot of people are really specializing almost specifically with messers. So it's really great. There's a lot of bugs out here today. So we have a thick, just as thick as the swords, full tang design. We have the brass rivets going through the wood handle. And these are two thick slabs of wood, and you can see, I'm gonna put this over here. You can see how this tapers into there, so it is thicker toward the handle. And it's this really nice hook, which you also see, this really nice hook that you also see in their messers. So plenty of grip on this one, whether you are holding this in a hammer grip, saber grip, anything like that. It's gonna be really nice for different thrust positions or different cut positions. Something that I really like about it as well is this leather sheath that it comes with, which is clearly hand done. You can see all the stitching on the back. It has a loop, so that you can actually carry this if you did want to do that, maybe for reenactments. I don't know if you have to zip tie it depending on regulations at Ren fairs and stuff like that. If you don't, then you can have that just on your belt, which is pretty sweet and low maintenance. Let me show you the other one that I did earlier this month, just a couple days ago, and it's pretty crazy because this is, look at how similar thickness is from a small knife into a full-size saber. This is the Antonio Dusak saber that I already did a review on. You can even play some sword and dagger with this too. And they both feel really comfortable in hand. This one's quite back swept. Look for a full review and cut testing on that one. I also did a reel on that. So back to the Bauernwehr, the peasant's knife or the farmer's knife. This is a good chopper. I would also really like to see this one in maybe a full size, so even like a longer messer. I don't know if they have that planned, but I was hoping to get one of their daggers for this month, and I did. So overall, good steel quality. The slabs on this are awesome. They have good grip to them. You can see the peen marks. You can see the different tool marks on here, which is something that makes LE's stuff really unique, is they don't try to hide that stuff because it's not mass produced. It's all of it is hand done mostly, from the information that I have on it. So overall, really cool knife. I was able to cut all the way through tatami mats with this knife, so it's got plenty of juice behind it. The edge is super functional, and it's just a really unique design. Let's go ahead and do some up close looks at this one in the sheath and out of the sheath. Overall length 15 and 9/16 of an inch, blade length 9 and 13/16 of an inch. Weight is 1 pound, 1.5 ounces. The edge is totally functionally sharp. Width goes from 39 millimeters to 43 millimeters. Thickness is 5.7 to 3 millimeters. There's really no pommel. It's a full tang design. Point of balance is 1/4 inch from the guard, with a grip length of 4 and 13/16 of an inch, with a blade steel of 6150 high carbon steel. Manufactured by Landsknecht Emporium. Let's take a look at the cut testing with this one with the Bauernwehr knife from LE. Say that this is plenty sharp for the edges. Throw that in the pile over there for Matt. I'm just gonna play around some different cuts and see how it performs. Thanks for joining me for this review of the Bauernwehr from Landsknecht Emporium. Remember to check out the other review of the Antonio Dusac, which is on the channel. Will be on the channel very soon if it's not already posted. And this one's available also at cultofathena.com. Click the link in the description below this video to buy this one today. I'm your host Tom for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow us on TikTok and on Instagram. I'll see you in the next review.